everyone. Happy Thursday. Happy Thankful Thursday. I am Kylene with Rise, Shine, Smile, and I am so excited to be here tonight at our new time at 5 o'clock. I am incredibly grateful to be able to share a little bit about a growth mindset with you all today. But before I dive into that, I just want to share why we're here every week. We're here to share gratitude. We're here to talk about gratitude. And because when we're in that state of gratitude, we're in a state of abundance. And therefore, we have even more to be thankful for in our life. We start to pay attention to the things that we do have and appreciating that instead of focusing on what we don't. And then we activate the law of attraction, and then we start bringing more good things to us. So it's a really powerful tool that we all have access to, gratitude. It's like our superpower that we can use to get us into that better state of mind. And so that's why I'm here every week talking about gratitude, as well as other tools and concepts and ideas surrounding that and how we can use that in our life to have more fulfillment, more joy, more smiles, all that good stuff. So before I get too far along, I want to start out by saying how grateful I am for my family. Yesterday was our son's 12th birthday, and it was really awesome to be able to celebrate him. And I think we did a really good job celebrating him. He got lots of soccer stuff. And what else did he get? A Rubik's Cube. He's really into Rubik's Cubes right now. And so we just had lots of fun with him, and we'll celebrate again this weekend. So that's what I'm grateful for today. Feel free to share in the chat what you're grateful for. Looks like we have some people checking in today. Hey, Chuck. Good evening to you too. I hope you are doing well. And Facebook user, happy Thursday. If you go ahead and head on over and give StreamYard permission to use your name on here, we'll know who you are, or just type in the chat who you are. Love to know who I am talking to, but happy Thursday to you. So today I'm talking about, there it is. Thank you, Erin. osg.link/FU. So, all right. So thank you. Stephanie, thank you. I appreciate you saying who you are, and I'm happy that you are here and joining us for our conversation today. So mindset and growth mindset, we've all heard these terms, but what does it really mean? And do you fall sometimes into more of a fixed mindset? Or are you more open and always stay in that growth mindset? I know for me, I'm going to define the two a little bit here in a moment, but for me, I love to stay in that growth mindset. I love to say that I'm there 100% of the time, but at times I catch myself in that fixed mindset. And that's why we're talking about it here, because I'm guessing I'm not alone. And it's really important to become aware of what our thoughts are saying to our subconscious, and therefore it impacts our actions and how we move forward with our life and how we show up for the things that are important to us. And having this awareness of where your thoughts are at is really important. So that's what we're going to chat about today. Looks like we have a few more comments coming in. Hello, Rena. Thank you for joining today. I hope you are doing well. And it looks like it's Stephanie. I figured it was you. Thank you again for being here. That's awesome. And hey, Cindy, good afternoon. Happy Thankful Thursday to you as well. So thank you guys for being here today. I'm really grateful for all of you for supporting me and showing up for this. I say this every time, but I really, truly do mean it. Like, we all know gratitude's important. We all know that having that positive mindset's important. But it's one thing to know it. It's another thing to become aware of it and be intentional with our thoughts and talking about it and making it part of your life. And so we show up here once a week and we talk about gratitude, and things, tools, concepts that we can use and apply in our life. And by doing that, we are moving into more of that growth mindset, right? We're expanding our knowledge. We're being intentional with our thoughts. And that's where that power and that magic really happens. So I'm going to define a little bit about what a mindset is. I think we all know what it is, but I found this definition, so I am going to read it to you guys word for word. Bear with me while I read it, but I think it's really important that we're all on the same page when we're talking about mindset. So it's a set of deeply held, powerful beliefs that shape your perception of yourself and the world around you, a framework for work and life, the lens from which you view opportunities, and your ability to overcome challenges. Mindset plays a significant role in your relationship with success and failure. So, hearing that definition, it really is, it's that lens. It's how you see the world, how you show up and think things are possible for you. Do you stay in that fear? Do you protect yourself? Or do you just say, hey, I'm going to embrace this and be open to whatever happens? And so let's talk a little bit about what the difference is between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. So again, we're all on the same page and we really understand kind of what that looks like. So let's go ahead and share what that fixed versus growth mindset is, because it is really important. So that fixed mindset is the belief that you're born with that set amount of intelligence and ability, and there's little to no room for growth. So that's just my life, people like to say, or I can't do that, or that's not possible for me. I wasn't born that way, or whatever. I'm sure you've heard all of those phrases before. Versus the growth mindset, that belief that you can improve your intelligence, improve your ability through effort and hard work, and that mindset isn't afraid of failure. And I think that's a really powerful statement there. It isn't afraid of failure, because failure shows up when we're taking ourselves outside of our comfort zone. It shows up when we're doing something that's a little scary, but guess what? Like my favorite quote is, everything you want is on the other side of fear. So when that fear shows up, we're scared to be judged. We're scared to be, to not do so well. We're scared not to be perfect, right? All of that keeps us stuck in that fixed mindset. But guess what? If we expand and believe in ourselves and allow ourselves, okay, even if I do fail, guess what? I get to learn from it and find a different way to move forward. That's where that power is. That's where that magic is. So for me, that explaining growth versus fixed mindset is really, really powerful there. When you look at your relationship with a fixed mindset and success, someone with that fixed mindset, not only are they scared to fail and they keep themselves stuck by not trying new things because that's a way to protect themselves. They also think that if they fail, it's as a result of just their abilities. That's just the way I am, and I can't change that. And that's really sad, because it is really possible. We can do hard things. We can learn new things no matter how old or young we are. We can. And it might not look the same for other people. And I think that's a really important part to notice, is that your success, the way, whatever it is that you're wanting in your life, might look completely different than someone else. But that other person might feel really proud of what they accomplished. So even if your end result looks completely different, but you're proud of it, that's a success. And you should celebrate that and acknowledge that that's what makes us unique as humans, is everything looks different for us, right? And so just recognizing that fixed mindset really keeps us stuck. The other thing with a fixed mindset and success is that success and achievements act as confirmation of your existing abilities. So I keep going back to I was born this way, or that's just something that came naturally to me. It's just as a result of that. They're not taking in consideration all that hard work that it took to train them. We weren't just born knowing how to walk. We had to learn, right? We had to get up and fall. I don't know how many times we fall as babies, or as we're toddlers, we're learning how to walk and run. It didn't stop us, right? We just kept going and trying. And so I think remembering that we can learn new things is really important when it comes to that. But then when we talk about growth mindset, that positive part of our life, look at success. And so someone with that growth mindset, they celebrate the effort they put into something, no matter what that end result is. So if failure shows up, guess what? That's that learning opportunity for you to see, okay, I tried something, I survived it, I'm still here. What can I do differently moving forward? And this can be hard for some people. I know for me, I can get stuck and kind of go back to that fixed mindset sometimes, but thankfully I do have the right people around me and the tools like this, being intentional about my thoughts, so I can steer back towards that growth mindset and trust that where I am headed, these things that I need to do that are outside my comfort zone, it's okay. It is worth it to do these things so I can get to where I want to be. Feel free to share any stories or anywhere you feel like potentially maybe you fall into more of a growth mindset, or maybe some areas of your life you are still in that fixed mindset. And remember, it's okay. We can make different choices moving forward. So giving yourself grace, we're just bringing awareness to things so we can continue to move forward. I hope that you guys understand that none of this is talking down to you or anything like that. If you are falling more into that fixed mindset, that's okay. We can always continue to grow and learn and move forward. So that's just what I hope that I'm sharing with you all. So like I said, ways to get back into that growth mindset is just identifying those areas in your life where you find yourself getting stuck in that fixed mindset. Find feedback, seek it out, ask for feedback. I know I'm very fortunate to have Aaron in my life because he does give me that feedback, and I welcome the feedback. It might not be what I want to hear all the time, right? Feedback sometimes comes in different forms, but just being open to it. And then you get to evaluate, do I really care about what this person and this person's experience is telling me? And then you get to use that information and continue to move forward. Obviously, I really, truly respect everything that Aaron shares with me, and I would not be here if it wasn't for his support, because he's really helped me just to jumpstart and get me moving in the right direction instead of staying stuck in that fear, that fixed mindset. So I truly do appreciate his support. So maybe the people around you that you can reach out to for some feedback can say, hey, I've been trying this. What do you think? Even if you think it's successful and it's moving in the right direction, still get some feedback. You never know. Someone might see something and you can tweak it and then it just explodes. Or maybe you're not seeing something that other people are, and again, you can adjust it and move forward. Or you can take their feedback and leave it. You don't have to use it. It's just information, and you get to use with it what you want. So it looks like we have a comment on there. Aaron wrote, sometimes I have to do better at providing feedback. Sorry. I'm glad you still love me. You're doing great with feedback. Aaron is a natural coach. He truly sees the potential in all people. And so when people are not living to their full potential, or he sees people holding themselves back or falling into old habits, old behaviors, he is the first one to say, you got this, you can keep moving forward. Here's what I see. Maybe you could apply this and keep moving forward. So he is the definition of a coach, in my opinion. One of the best. Looks like Betty wrote, LOL, he's very good at giving feedback and teaching for sure. Yeah, most definitely. And knowing these people that are in your life that you trust, and that you really value their opinion, that's like gold for you, right? Why wouldn't you use that if it makes sense for you and you value what these people are? Because if I kind of am changing topics just a little bit, but if you are surrounding yourself with the right people, if you are surrounding yourselves with growth-minded people, positive people who are solution focused, not just staying in that fixed mindset or everything's a problem kind of mindset, if you're surrounding yourself with those positive people, those are the people that are going to value your relationship so much that they're going to care enough to give their time to give you some feedback. And I think if you approach it that way, it's I mean, like I said, it's like gold. It's like you're getting the best advice possible from people that truly have your best interest at heart. So, okay, so back on topic. I talked a little bit about it before, but moving in that growth mindset, embracing failure, knowing that it's just these mistakes are just learning opportunities. It's not the end of the world. It doesn't mean you can't continue on. It doesn't mean you aren't smart enough. It doesn't mean you aren't enough, and whatever enough that is for you. Embrace it as a way to learn and grow. Failure is just, what is it? A first attempt in learning, fail. It's just that you survive that first step in moving out of your comfort zone. That builds that confidence. And then guess what? You get to go do that all over again. So really, life is all about that journey. It's not necessarily getting to that end goal, that end result, that tangible thing that you're thinking about achieving. It's enjoying the whole process, the ups and downs and growth that happens along the way. That's what it's really about. And I think sometimes we get lost in that end result. And therefore, if we don't see that end result happening tomorrow, we think that we're not ever going to get it. And then that negative voice starts getting really loud in our head. But understanding we get to appreciate every day. We get to appreciate the ups and the downs. And that's where gratitude comes into play. You know, being really grateful that you're in this opportunity, that you have these tools in front of you that you can use to share with others, share your true gifts with the world. If it didn't go so well one day, okay, guess what? There's tomorrow. There's a different way of doing it. It's just a learning opportunity. Pursue challenges. This is one that stretches you, right? This is where you get outside your comfort zone, and that's where that growth happens, the learning happens to improve your skills, and that's where sometimes you need to dig a little bit deeper, right? Through the effort and hard work. Every day before Lewis goes to school, Aaron tells Lewis to remind him of his attitude and his effort. And it's really powerful. You know, he'll say, attitude and effort, Lou. And you get what you put out there, right? Or if your attitude is poor, guess what you're going to get back? You're probably not going to have the best time. You're not going to enjoy your learning. You're not going to enjoy whatever it is that you're doing because you went into it with a bad attitude. And you're not open. And then the effort is showing up for yourself. Do your best work, not just enough, but do more. And for me, I can sometimes, especially when I'm getting overwhelmed, sometimes I just do enough to continue to move forward. But if you really want to accelerate, if you really want to be successful in a way with whatever it is that you're achieving, do a little bit more, put in that extra effort, show your passion with the world, because that's your true gift, right? So if you show up and just put in all that effort, it's going to show, and then your passion comes through and your gifts get shared with other people. It's a really important thing. So let me check in here. I'm missing the graphics. Yes. Rena wrote, it is important to get rid of the toxic people in your life. They can bring you down. Yeah. And sometimes you don't realize it right away. Sometimes you don't realize that these people have that impact in your life. And it's not until you start feeling differently, right? You start noticing, man, I am showing up and I have these feelings that are more negative, and it's not the positive person I used to be. Personal story, and I think most of you have heard this story, but when I was working in a previous job, I loved my job. I loved what I did. But man, the environment that I was in was so toxic that when I'd come home, I didn't have anything left to give. Therefore, I wasn't in that growth mindset. I didn't have that hope. I didn't lead with that gratitude. I didn't lead with positivity and hope and peace and all that. It was like the problems, and I was getting stuck into the blame and complain group. And so it wasn't until I had to leave that environment that I really realized, man, those people really had a lot of power over me. And unfortunately, unfortunately, I don't know. I can't go back and change it, right? I can just continue to move forward, right? I chose to change my circumstances. I chose to remove myself from that situation so I can be the person that I want to be. And I think it's really powerful when you remember you always have a choice in how you show up. You get to choose how you respond. You get to choose, for the most part, the people that you are around. Maybe if you can't choose them all the time, maybe you get to choose how much you share with them, or maybe you get to choose how much time you spend with them. But yeah, having the right people around you is super powerful. Eliminating as much negative and toxicity as you can in your life. Obviously, it's not always possible, but we can take control and take some responsibility for what we allow in. I talked about taking pride in the journey already, and celebrating, praising your effort, not your abilities. So I worked really hard on this, and maybe you didn't, the end result again, maybe wasn't exactly what you thought. Maybe it didn't turn out quite right, but guess what? I sure worked hard to get there. And I sure worked hard to get this result. Maybe I should just celebrate that and be okay with that. I think that's really important too, as a way to get yourself into that growth mindset again. And then the other one that I read about is using the power of yet. Maybe I haven't mastered it yet. That saying, it leaves you some room to grow. I can learn to get there. Maybe not right now, but I'm going to get there. And every day I'm going to do something a little bit to get myself closer there. So the power of yet, I really enjoyed that statement when I was doing some research on our growth and fixed mindsets here. So if we can put the other graphic up there, I want to share these with you and kind of wrap it up towards, well, not wrap it up, but just kind of end with this. So maybe if you find yourself saying these things to yourself, maybe you can reframe it into more of a growth mindset. So instead of saying, I give up, you say, I'll try something different. Or the fixed mindset, I failed. Growth mindset, mistakes help me learn. Or I'll never be smart. Growth mindset, I'll learn how to do this. Or I'm no good at this. Growth mindset, what am I missing? Or this is too hard. Growth mindset, this may take me some time. And then finally, I can't do this. That big word of can't. And the growth mindset would be, I don't know how to do this yet. Remember, embracing that power of yet. So I hope you can keep these things in the back of your mind as you move through life, as you move through working towards achieving your goals, as you show up for yourself every day. Try to be aware of your thoughts and what they're trying to tell you. And if you find yourself more in that fixed mindset, become aware of that. And maybe that's where gratitude comes in. Maybe that's where you do that rampage of appreciation. So you just pause for a moment and look around and think of all the amazing things that you already have in your life to be grateful for. And immediately that's going to put you in that state of mind, that state of abundance. Therefore, you're appreciating what you have, not focusing on what you don't. And that's going to allow you to continue to move forward. Gratitude is so powerful when it comes to getting yourself back into that state of mind. And so hopefully when you become aware and you catch yourself maybe more in that fixed mindset, you can use gratitude, become aware of those thoughts, and move more towards that growth mindset. So thank you for sharing that, Erin. I appreciate that. So let's see if there's any comments here. Betty wrote, Kylene, just having this, what you're doing, is the thing someone needs to fill their cup up sometimes. Negativity is contagious, and it will take you over if you let it. Most definitely. And guess what? Positivity is too, right? Just what you're saying. Positivity, you all have been in a room where there's that one person that just brings all that light and energy. And guess what you're attracted to? You're attracted to that person, right? Because they're sharing goodness. They're coming from their heart and they're giving fully instead of just recognizing all the doom and gloom and problems with the world, because there's a lot of things happening right now, right? But if we choose to show up in a more positive way and are attracted and surround ourselves with those people, we really can have a more joyful life. We can have more fulfillment. We can have more smiles and all those good things that I'm assuming most of us want to have in our life. And so one of the tools that I want to share is our new daily gratitude channel. I'm super excited. So, the daily gratitude channel is designed in a way where every day you can go on there and just share a quick video. You can even do a voice on there, but video is great because you can interact or you can see people's faces and their expression. You just connect on a deeper level. But you can go to the gratitude channel at, is that the wrong? Sorry, that's the club. So if you want to reach out to me and connect more at a deeper level, there's the great. Thank you, Erin. The gratitude channel, rssyoga.link/gratitude. And I would love to build this up again. We were on Bali for a while, and it was going great. But as you guys know, most of you, Bali went away. So we have this new gratitude channel, and I really hope that it can become as active as the Bali channel was, because this channel is that place, like Betty had said, it's that one thing someone might need to fill their cup up that day. It's that intentional choice to show up and share what you're grateful for every day. It can be the same thing every day. That's okay. But you get to also listen to other people's gratitude on there. And when you hear that, that's that positive energy, and it fills you up too. And therefore, then you're going to vibrate at that higher frequency. You're going to show up with more positivity in your life. And it's just a really powerful space. No one's going to judge you if you don't have makeup on, if you're in your PJs, if whatever, you can look however you want. You can share whatever you want about what you're grateful for. There's no wrong way. We're all grateful for different things in our life, and we all have things to be grateful for. And the other cool thing about this is being intentional about bringing gratitude in your life. So it's not just that we talk about it once a week. It's being intentional every day and sharing what you're grateful for in your life. So I would love it if you guys could head over there, share what you're grateful for, listen to other people's gratitude that they're grateful for in your life, and just notice what you're feeling. See what happens. It's not going to hurt. It doesn't cost anything. It's just a community of like-minded people who are all here trying to bring more positivity to the world. So that's where you can go for that. And then the other link was the private Facebook group. And that's where we're going to dive in a little bit deeper here and learn more about different resources that we have to offer for mindset, as well as yoga and just overall positivity and gratitude on there. So I would love it if you'd join me over there at rssyoga.link/club. So it's on Facebook. I would love for you guys to join me on there and learn more. It is another great space where we can connect and continue building our relationships too. So that's what I have for you guys today. It's been awesome sharing a little bit about growth mindset with you guys and gratitude and all that good stuff. Thank you so much for being here. I will be here next week. If anyone has any topics that you want to talk about, reach out. Let me know. If you want to join me on here too, let me know. I am more than happy to have guests on here. I love it, actually. So just reach out. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday, and we'll see you next week.